Hey, welcome back to your Covid Data Science channel, Buckeye Nation. Welcome back, Ohio. Before we get started, of course, a few announcements, if you will. First of all, be sure to click on the subscribe button, then click on that like button next to the video, and then finally click on the share button. Share this video with your friends and family today. Of course, I want to give a big shout out to the 9 people from Ohio who watched this video yesterday. Thank you so much for every single one of those views. The 4 young folks, the 5 older folks, thank you so much. I appreciate every single video because you always have something else you can do besides watching these videos. Okay. Now, before we get started, also want to say that if you're interested if you want to learn data analytics and you're interested in learning R programming, join me tonight, 8 p.m. on Twitch. The link is in the description below, and I'm going to continue to do a walkthrough. Okay. Of the R for Data Science book by Hadley Wickham. We're going to do a chapter by chapter, exercise by exercise walkthrough. Our goal is a chapter a week, because most chapters say 20 pages, okay? But most chapters also have a lot of illustrations in them. To find this book, all you got to do is go to your favorite search engine and type R for Data Science book. And then look for Welcome to R for Data Science, and then click on that thing, and you'll be right there up. And I was mentioning that we finished the introduction last night, so the fun actually starts tonight with the Explore section, okay? So anyway, let's come back over here and run our numbers for today. Now, we always need to remind ourselves of some monkey business that's going on with the how the state's counting back in the first quarter, okay? Back in the first quarter of 2020, when they came out and they said, oops, we undercounted deaths during the fourth quarter of 2020 by close to 4,000. But of course, rather than go back and fixing the numbers and reissuing the corrected numbers, they simply added the missing deaths onto February 11th, 12th, and 13th of 2021, the first quarter. And that's what those numbers look like when they're plotted. The rest of the numbers are way down here, and these numbers here are basically worthless at this point because it's not even close to what the daily numbers were. Okay, and if that's not enough, back in March, the governor's office decided to only record COVID-19 deaths 5 days a week. They're still doing cases 7 days a week, but deaths can only be done 5 days a week. And you know what? The best part is it's not always the same 5 days. So what we do here, we take these and we replace these 3 days with the average number of deaths for those 3 days. And we plot it again, and that's what these 3 days look like. Now, this is a much better fit for this data than the previous one, okay? So now let's actually take a look at the deaths. The red line's a 14-day moving average. The actual deaths for fourth quarter were up here more, right? And the actual cases for first quarter would have been lower. Okay, which would have been much better because it have made the governor look like he was doing things good because you'd have a much steeper decline in deaths. But nonetheless, the deaths declined all the way to July. Does this pattern look familiar yet? All the way to July before increasing rapidly and beginning in the middle to late July. So the question is, how many of these people here were vaccinated? Okay. A few summary statistics. Deaths by week, nothing really helpful there. It doesn't tell us more than the previous one. Cases by day, blue line is a fitted line. The trend is our friend, and the blue line is our trend line. Along the declining pattern again down to July. Then an increase in the last couple of weeks, we saw the cases are declining again. And this is the weekly cases, all right? So anyway, Buckeye Nation, that concludes your report for today. Again, if you're interested in our programming and data analytics, join me tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Twitch. The link is in the description below. And again, we're going to do a chapter by chapter, exercise by exercise walkthrough of the R for Data Science book by Hadley Wickham, okay? See you at 8 p.m. sharp.